7 bedrooms, 42 full baths, a private nightclub, 4-lane bowling alley, salon, mega theater, 7 water features including multiple pools and a giant moat. There's a 10,000 square foot rooftop deck with a golf green, and up this path lined by lavender is a 4,000 square foot guest house with 3 bedrooms and its own infinity pool.
This hallway is insane.
I gotta catch up to Aaron. It's so big. Does it feel like home? We're literally riding around here in
Can I tell you the beauty of this house? It's massive. It's 105,000 square feet. But you don't need to utilize all the space all the time. So your living room, your dining, your kitchen is actually very livable. And then you have a lot of auxiliary space that can be used.
Launching a cryptocurrency with coins backed by the mega mansion. Not sure if that's gonna happen, but this is one of the real estate brokers tapped to take the one to auction in February. He's hoping it goes for more than $295 million. I don't wanna make you uncomfortable. I'm just curious though, are you having any day-to-day conversations with Niall? Super broker Aaron Kerman will have some honest answers in a minute, but right now he's taking us on the mega tour. I'm sure people are annoyed with the segways at this point, so we're going to abandon the segways. You can tell us how much you hated those in the comments below. That'd be great, because I'm sure you're going to do it anyway.
I loved it. I thought that was so much fun.
I retired the wheels. We're going to go in for real this time. We're crossing over a 40-foot marble bridge, crosses over a moat, comes to this crazy, insane, giant marble wall, and typically if I own the place my thumbprint will get me in, but I have a friend on the other side. Hey Aaron, can you let us in?
I can.
That is a heavy door.
This door is so heavy it actually takes a second to open.
It is sliding effortlessly.
Just for you.
This is super broker Aaron Kerman, who is in charge of selling the most expensive home in America.
In America, yes.
We're here to see 105,000 square feet of house.
Let's go.
Starting with the foyer, which is massive. These ceilings are what?
25 feet.
25 feet, and I mean, I don't know, on camera, Josh is behind the lens and he's got a super duper wide angle that's like working really hard to get everything in it. Doesn't it feel bigger than 25 feet?
It's massive, even with this incredible sculpture and amazing light.
He's gonna hate this, but I feel like it has the scale of like a mall or an airport, and I know you don't want to hear that.
Okay, don't say that. This is a gorgeous residential house.
I mean, the scale is crazy.
It's a big scale, but what's nice about it, as you'll see, is it's very livable.
All right, you guys go that way, and I'm gonna go this way.
Ray always likes to stay as far away from me as he possibly can. This is the dining room. Ray, can you hear me?
I should call you on my cell phone. Did they serve you on that end of the table yet?
By the way, the thing about this house is it's all indoor-outdoor flow. So even when you're inside, you really have that amazing view.
And I don't know if you can tell, but like the chandeliers above us are the size of Volkswagens. Wow. 5 feet tall in here also.
This is, and it's massive, and you can have quite the wine collection in this room. Do you know what's kind of sad though? You and I are on the 3rd shelf of this vault, and there is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
21 shelves, and we're on, just to give you the scale, we're on the 3rd level.
So this room is just for large format. That's why
this is just large format.
What's crazy about a room this big is that to keep the temperature low in here, it's gotta cost a fortune.
It's gotta, but the person that's buying this house probably won't care.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed he's not worried about his utility bill.
I love the cigar room. I think it's gorgeous. I love the wood paneling. I love the cozy feel. I love the historical Playboy.
And you see these like really trim lines in the ceiling? Those are ventilation systems that are sucking the cigar smoke out of here and making this a very clean space regardless of how much you're smoking. We're gonna speed through this house.
So the thing about this house is it's 105,000 square feet. It could literally take a couple hours to get through, so we're giving you the fast version.
Motoring through.
So amazing kitchen den, top quality European cabinets, multiple Miele stoves, ovens, everything you can imagine that a $300 million house would have, and obviously an incredible great room. Look at how much couch you actually have to fill this informal room.
You really do need to have a lot of friends if you buy a house like this.
If you own this house, I think friends will find you.
Yeah, exactly. Should we
wanna come through?
outside? Yeah.
Love this area. Super great for outdoor entertaining.
I never walk on grass.
And we are in the living room.
Wow, look at this length of this room. This is huge.
It kind of feels as big as like airport lounges.
I bought a tape measure for this. It does feel.
And by the way, an old school tape measure.
Yeah. For sense of scale here, this place is enormous. This is 30 feet and it ended here. We can do an electronic measurement, which will give you a real sense of how nuts this is. 60 feet long.
Crazy.
25 feet wide.
But you know, people don't realize, like, it's not just big. Like, to be able to put furniture in a house like this is almost impossible because the scale is so big that you have to have everything made, everything done. And in fact,
otherwise stuff just gets lost.
It just gets lost. There is nothing average about this house.
There would also be nothing average about the budget you would need to fill it with furniture.
You know, cards on the table, it was very hard to stage this house. Everything looks small in comparison to the room.
I mean, I would imagine that you guys might have like put a sofa in here and you're like, wow, that did nothing. And then you put the second one, it still sort of didn't do anything.
Even the third one, it's difficult to stage a house like this.
You go that way,
Okay.
I'm gonna go up this way.
Okay.
That's the home office.
This is the home office. You have these amazing 25-foot ceilings.
Wow,
You
look
have-
up here, because now I'm on your balcony. I don't know, Josh, are you wide enough that you can see this ceiling? Wow. I mean, that's gotta look great. Sunny, nighttime, during a rainstorm.
By the way, talk about a power desk.
The issue with scale, if you needed to get your hands on this book, what would you do?
That's what ladders are for.
Ladders and staff. See you down there in about 10 minutes.
Let's see who can get there faster. I think it's gonna be me.
So Aaron, I have my watch set to count the mileage. It's gonna be sick. So we'll give you a total at the end.
It's gonna be sick.
I'm out of breath.
There's an art gallery. It's one of two. This is also off your entrance, so you really see the art. And wondering what Ray is thinking as he's staring at the piece.
I'm pretty sure this happens never. But it's cool. It's cool.
I would agree with that.
This is just like, I'm baller, I got a museum in
Listen,
my
you
house.
have two museums, which we'll show you next. Do you want to see the guest bedroom?
Yeah, let's pop in.
So there is one of so many bedrooms, it's hard to even count in this house. Look at how massive the bed wall is.
That's crazy. This is also, this is microsuede. And
You like
walls
to
are
touch. You like to touch. It's just texture. Huh?
Funny because I don't think there's any microsuede left on the planet. It's all upholstering the walls of the one.
Obviously, every bedroom has a en-suite bathroom.
We are motoring.
We are.
It's still gonna take us 2 hours to get through this video.
When we show it to prospective buyers, it does take a couple hours. Gorgeous, gorgeous art installation.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Yeah.
These rings are interlocking and they have no seams.
Correct.
I saw Niall, the guy who developed this, was talking that these were actually put together. They had a break in the link.
Yep.
Then they squeeze them together and they weld the link and polish it to give it this effect of like a chain.
Can you imagine how much work goes into just this art installation?
That's going to be hard to see on camera, but I've actually never seen a view of that much ocean from Bel Air.
Isn't it gorgeous? No, it's amazing how much water we get
Is that
from this
visible,
house.
Josh? That is sick. Going down.
To the third level. So this is pretty much my favorite part of the house. We are going into the third
fun
floor
zone.
and the total fun zone.
So this is crazy. This is a window into the moat above the house when I crossed over that 40-foot marble bridge. And these guys are doing maintenance on the glass to make sure it's spick and span.
Yeah.
And then
Ray's obsessed with the maintenance of this house.
I think it's like, it's a whole other world of the house
Yeah,
that people don't quite get. You're not gonna see it, and that's just a crazy opportunity to demonstrate it. But
For
like
sure.
a house of this size, there's a whole operation running it underneath that typically is unseen. This is museum moment number 2.
Museum moment number. Actually, there's so many. This house has so many walls for amazing art. This is the butterfly wall.
In a video on YouTube, Niall mentioned that this might become a Shark Tank but like virtual. Is that happening?
No.
Not happening.
Not-
A lot of plans that might have been in the works that Niall was thinking about are not happening.
Well, really, at this point, it is our thought that the house is going to go to a new buyer, and the buyer is going to want to do what they're going to want to do to it. And that may or may not be what the original plan is. So you have a massive garage,
Wow. Sick.
50 cars.
This is insane.
It's insane.
Absolutely insane. I feel like a scene in The Matrix or something.
Yeah, by the way, look how cool the ceiling is of this garage.
Our camera guy is on wheels, so he can actually just jet across the garage. Go.
So this is one of many lounges to hang out and have some fun. This is a second wine room.
And it's surrounded by climate control, glass, wine cellars.
Super fascinating. I'm not a behind the scenes kind of guy, but look at the electronics that support this house. It's insane. Look at this.
This is the brain.
This is the brains of the house.
There is a lot going on in this house. I've seen these rooms before, but obviously not as big as
No.
the room in here.
This is the indoor pool.
This is amazing. How big is this?
You know, I don't have the specs, but it's massive.
I have the specs right here.
I love that. I love that thing.
Let's see. It says it's 3 feet. Clearly not working. This is 65 feet.
Wow. Your indoor pool also has one of the best views in all of Los Angeles.
It was being marketed for $500 million.
Yep.
At this point, the game has changed dramatically. What has happened?
A lot has happened. I think it's no.
Bankruptcy now.
I think it's no secret as to what's gone on. There's been a lot of trials and tribulations on it. They started at $500 million. While it was offered at that price, it never was officially on the market. The principals are in bankruptcy, and they've decided to auction the house through luxury concierge auctions and get the house sold. It's going to be listed at $295 million. We view this auction as a way to sell the house in a very condensed time frame, and may the best man or woman win in the bidding.
It's interesting. If you guys are hoping for around 295, that would be way, way, way above the record for a luxury single-family home.
Yeah.
The recent record was, I think, in Beverly Park, and the house went for, I believe, 51 million.
You're talking about luxury auction?
Yeah.
So the highest luxury auction was 51 million with furniture 60. That said, LA just had one of the highest sales in the country at 177 million in Malibu. So that square footage and size and everything else just does not compare to this house. So we are hoping to break the record.
Interestingly, at 200 million, let's say,
Yeah.
100,000 square feet, that's $2,000 a square foot.
Yep.
That's not a lot of money in Los Angeles.
That's not a lot of money. I've sold houses all day long for between 4,000 and 5,000.
a square foot.
A square foot, correct.
So 300 million on this house at about 100,000 square feet would be 3,000 square foot.
I think this house all day long deserves to accomplish that goal.
So you think 3,000 square foot, around $300 million is the ballpark of where this sweet spot?
I think that's a sweet spot. I mean, it's a house that you can never build again. You could never get the square footage. The site is unbelievable. You're sitting on 4.5 acres, mostly flat. You have the security, you have the architecture, you have the design, you have the promontory, and you know, once this goes, this can never be rebuilt again. So this is a gym. You have a full juice bar.
One of the many crazy things about this house is not just size, but there's so many places where you would need staff. This isn't like you're not a billionaire and you come down here and squeeze your own oranges. I feel like you want to be working out over there and you want to see some staff here, no?
But I don't think you need a juice bar staff here.
I think they're going to have a juice bar staff.
Okay, we'll see. Let's see who the buyer is. By the way, this isn't a juice bar. This is basically a massive chef's kitchen made for juice.
There's no staff here, and the lemons are not real.
And I could do without you pointing out our fake lemons.
The wall's real, but the lemons
The walls are, isn't that, but Ray, how pretty is this?
I love a live wall like that.
You have this massive, incredible salon.
This is crazy. It feels like you're in a waiting room to use the salon, but you wouldn't need to wait here because you own the whole place.
This isn't just like a regular salon. Like, look at the lining, look at the lacquer, look at the chairs, look at the bronze. It's gorgeous. If you're having a bad hair day, there's no reason to have that in this house. This is an art installation, And behind the art installation is what we call the wet room.
The wet room?
Yeah, you have this incredible steam room.
What do these do?
You lay on these, and you lay under the water, and water comes down on you, and you rest.
For a second, I thought it was a tanning booth, but this is a drenching booth.
This is a drenching booth, yes. You have 3 showers here, and you also have a dry sauna for 12.
So we just walked through a little hallway, and all of a sudden the whole space opens up. This is just pure insanity.
This is like 4 proper lanes.
Shoes and balls included. Josh, the bar, it's open.
By the way, this is a tequila bar.
I love when they make a bar devoted to a single liquor.
So turn to your right.
When you have 105,000 square feet, you have to think of unique things to do with rooms and a colorful candy room.
And I would say that the owners of this house did a great job of curating every square inch and making it work.
All right, you're gonna go that way?
Yeah.
Boom! This is the billionaire movie theater experience.
But can you believe this is in a house?
So this is 53 by 65 feet. That is 3,500 square feet just for the movie theater. You're wearing out my boots right now. And my heart. So we're going up to the third floor?
Up to the 3rd floor, yeah.
You know, sometimes when you guys stage a house, you'll put wine in there. That would be really expensive.
Yeah, like I always offer to pay for wine in a lot of my clients' wine rooms, especially if they're empty. To do this wine vault is gonna be a couple $100,000. And somebody may still do it, but hopefully it won't be me.
So there are several elevators in here, but more dramatic and architecturally interesting are these marble steps.
Also, now you're facing east, and look at the view. You have the canyons, you have the city,
and
downtown.
You have a moat to protect you from all the rich people down there.
Not only do you have a moat, but you also have a jogging court, which we'll discuss later.
More micro suede.
I love when you come upstairs and the marble turns into wood.
I actually prefer this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I feel like it gives it a little more
super warm, super elegant.
feel.
It's homey. I definitely think it warms the space. Look at, as you're crossing this bridge, and look at the view that you're looking at. It's unreal.
That is sick. Wow. I feel like we're kind of walking down a bowling alley here. Those are cool to see from up here too. Now you can get a sense of how big they are. This house is like an adventure.
It is. I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite parts of this house, which is the owner suite. Are you ready for this? 5,500 square feet.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hold on. It has its own living room.
This is insane. It's like a whole other house in here.
Listen, it's almost double the size of my own house, but that's another story. This is another bar that we decided to turn into a tea bar because we felt that some owners may not drink, and it's more tranquil and calm to have a tea bar.
So, and this is like you wake up in the morning, you want to have a little tea.
Yeah, especially because some of the people that have expressed interest in this house have been from the Middle East, and a lot of them do not drink.
You might have a barista here if you were a billionaire and he or she was on staff for your mornings.
Whatever floats your boat.
I like these lighting features.
Isn't this beautiful? To your left, you have her bathroom.
Oh, let's do this.
Wait, hold on. Let me show you this without the curtains. Well,
voila!
I mean,
you would have staff doing this for you as well.
By the way, but look at this incredible view straight to downtown. Okay, all-time favorite closet of my 25-year career, right here.
Like Rodeo Drive boutique.
Talk about boutique. Yeah, this is the best of the best. Nailed it so much. I love everything about this room.
Oh, I just want to sit down and figure out what I'm gonna wear. Although I'm in
You're in the closet. Let me show you a better perspective. Let me show you the man's closet.
I have to say, it's always random that these places are filled with the woman who lives here only wears white negligees.
Yeah. I love that you looked at this clothes and thought that this is where you want to figure out what you want to wear. By the way, look at the automatic clothes. Boom. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Okay, let me show you the man's side. Now you could decide what you want to wear in his bath.
Whoa.
Beautiful tub. Love this room too.
I just can't imagine that you would own so much stuff that you could fill all of these things.
Listen, if you're buying a 102,000 square foot house, you're gonna fill up this closet.
I also like that you have a terrace off the closet.
Yeah, look at this view as you're getting dressed. Sexiest owner suite of all time.
So now we're hitting the end of the 5,500 square foot owner suite.
So just to give you perspective, this is a California king, and it looks super small. They didn't want to have a physical TV always in your space, so they built this very expensive, very cool trap. Let me just open these doors for you so you could get a sense for how unbelievably fabulous it is.
Wow, it is a pretty night in Los Angeles.
We are shooting this house on a very good day. You are looking down on what we call Billionaires Row. All of these houses are super expensive, anywhere between 30 million and it could go up to 200.
These houses are filled with all very, very dangerous people, so there is a moat between you and them.
Yes.
Keep the riffraff out.
Yeah, you gotta keep the riffraff out.
Check this out. Every room has its own space. The gym bath 4, juice bar, wine room. You need a scientist on staff to figure this out. I don't know that you guys need to see 21 bedrooms, but let's see a couple of the non-owner suite.
Perfect. Go straight.
Here's another view of the links.
Just one of the 21 guest bedrooms.
It is nice to be a guest at the one.
Yes.
We need SPF in here. You're gonna get a sunburn in this bedroom.
Listen, with all this glass, it's perfect. It really shows you the essence of this house. Balconies, glasses, views.
Let's add one more bathroom to the tour. We've been through a few of the bathrooms on camera, but I've seen some of them off camera. Every single one of them has this automated electric toilet.
Do the numbers of how many bathrooms. It gets very expensive.
Those are like 10 grand?
Yeah.
So 42 times 10 grand is
42 times 10,000.
$420,000 in toilets. When they're 10 grand, you call them a toilet.
Ray calls it a toilet.
That is a lot of money.
I'll stick with toilet.
We still have a nightclub, roof deck,
guest house.
I have no heel left in my shoe.
Elevator entry is over here. You have a lot more bedrooms down this hall. And I'm gonna take you to the best rooftop view in all of Los Angeles. As if 4.5 acres is not enough, there is this incredible rooftop deck. Look, putting green for golf.
Putting green.
So fun. Do you play?
I mean, what, putt-putt? They could have had a whole golf course up here.
They could have.
This is like a putt-putt with the best view in the world.
This is the most expensive putt-putt in the world.
Yeah, as far as a piece of real estate goes.
Yeah, you cannot get a more expensive putt-putt. And as you call it, the Sunset Lounge, which pretty much looks at everything in LA.
I mean, the timing of our visit to the rooftop couldn't be better.
Could not be better.
The sun is spectacular. This is where you get that $100 million view times whatever number you want to multiply that by that you're hoping for.
But we're hoping for the 300. We're hoping for the gold, 295.
So if this place sells for 300 million, real estate taxes are?
It's 1.25 a year, every year. So taxes would be what, 3 million?
$750,000 a year.
A year.
Wow.
Well, that is not for the faint of heart, actually.
It's funny, I was like, whose house is that? That is this house. This house just keeps going.
By the way, we haven't even talked about the outdoor area, the club, the guest house.
We gotta go down there.
We gotta go down there.
I can't believe I was looking down and I was like, you're kind of close to your neighbor. Meanwhile, that's still this house.
Yeah. And let's go to the outdoor space and headed to the charity pavilion / club, depending on who buys the house. This is one of the pools, and obviously he had created this incredible space to just hang out, party.
A sunken conversation pit, surrounded by water with a giant fire in the middle.
And you're skipping the most important part, that view.
Let's see the club.
The nightclub / charity pavilion. No, this is an insane space.
I'll take the music.
Perfect, I'll take the bar. Great.
A giant DJ booth here.
Play the music.
This is nuts.
Would you like a drink, sir?
I can't even hear you, you're so far away.
Don't worry, I'm not saying anything interesting anyway.
There's no music playing, he's so far away, I can't hear him.
It's awesome to be able to have a space in a residential house that could actually be a bar, club, pavilion for charity, pretty much whatever you want it to be.
I mean, I don't know why a personal nightclub puts a giant smile on my face, but there's something about this that's crazy fun.
Crazy. Cool. You are hitting that light at the most ideal time. Look at that view, look at that light.
Let's just purely talk about numbers here.
Sure.
300 million sounds like a crazy number, and I know it's like significantly down from the original $500 million asking price, but it's a 100,000 plus square foot house.
Correct.
At 300 million, we're talking about $3,000 a square foot.
Which I think for a house in this location, in this style, for what we're offering is actually a very fair price per square foot offering. In Los Angeles, the highest recorded sale in residential that